Soccer? But it's really called football. Soccer? The creators called it football. Soccer? You know, you play it with your feet. Reading between the headlines. Soccer? But it's really called football. Soccer? We're here. We're in it. We're about to watch this match. Another great match of the day. Welcome to Reading Between the Headlines. We're not reading between the headlines at this moment. This is the live stream. And welcome. We're here to watch the game together. I'm Asaf Nisim, the host of Reading Between the Headlines. So that's what we do. That's what we've been doing lately. And we're just getting ready. We're looking at the lineup right now, as you can see to my right, your left of me. But okay, so if anybody on stream or coming on stream or watching this later is aware of, I am not the biggest fan of Disasi. I think he's been a stain on our back line, to be fair. Like, I'll say it again, Disasi, apologies, brother. I'm sure you watch this, but stain on our back line, bro. You're not ready. He's not ready, ladies and gentlemen. So I think we all need to be aware of that. And so I think hopefully, I mean, we've seen him dropped before. He was dropped, I think, against Arsenal, actually. Yeah. And that was, to me, I was like, okay, either he's injured or this is an indication of him not being in favor with Pochettino. And who knows what it ended up being, because he didn't, he kept getting into the starting lineup, and it's ridiculous. Ever since, he's been in the starting lineup. This is, I believe, the first starting lineup since then that Disasi has not featured in the back line there. And I'm telling you, this is a good thing. And maybe it's just because finally the balance is tipped and Badiashile is coming back to full fitness, and could have seen Levi Colwill there, to be fair. But no, it's Badiashile, and Badiashile looked good, in my opinion. He has looked good every minute, basically, he's been on. Minor exceptions in bad choices, etc. But Cucurella too. I think Cucurella the intensity and focus, I think, is his strongest quality. I mean, he's also a very good player, but just the fact that he is locked in all the time, tuned in, is a big deal for him, and that's one of his big strengths, and that's probably why he's getting into the side here. I like this back line a lot, and we're starting to see James right now come back from fitness. He talked about how he didn't want to overexert himself on the pitch. And when he first came back, he knew his limits, or he didn't know his limits, and that's probably the reason why he took it slow. But that is the case, and so he has been sort of blossoming slowly since his return from injury, and we're just starting to see him put pressure in the attacking third on the opposing team. So that's all the case. This is interesting. Okay, so Enzo, obviously, he's going to be in the middle there. I mean, he's the best creative midfielder we have, period. I mean, we just don't have a replacement for him. When he isn't on the pitch, we're missing something creative, and it shows, because aside from recent performance against Manchester City, we haven't really shown cohesion as a team that we've developed enough. And so when you have a guy like Enzo Fernandez who's been able to unlock certain situations that we weren't able to collectively unlock, that becomes exceedingly important. And so he's had some niggles and some things. He was injured. He missed a game or two. And so he hasn't necessarily shown his full fitness, but he's just maybe especially after that international break, we're going to start to see some consistency out of him, and that'll be a real help to the Chelsea team. The fact that we're seeing Palmer and Sterling again no surprise at all. They've been exceptional in the final third, the only ones that are actually showing consistency, always being threatening every time they're on the pitch, uh, and and playing direct and really bringing it to the opposition when they get the ball in threatening positions. Gallagher, Gallagher, he's probably not talked about much, not in a bad way or in a good way. Probably neither of them at this point. So it's interesting because he's just been doing his job, and I would say he's been doing a really good job of keeping his intensity very high throughout the game, pressing players, doing the dirty work. So I think he deserves to be in there, and he's leading by example. Nicholas Jackson, you know, there isn't really another option right now, is there? And hey, I'm not gonna keep singing the same tune if the guy keeps scoring goals. He scored what my buddy Dan described as the softest hat trick in the history of hat tricks. Like, um, and okay, but fair play, he scored it, and all joking aside, he's a great talent. I do think he'll come good eventually. It's just the situation, but and then he scored recently, he's kept scoring since then. So scored against Man City, so if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so I think that's an obvious one, but I like this lineup a lot, principally because the back line, the because of Disasi in the back line. That's basically that just makes me very happy to see. So there's that. Let's see what time we got. 3 minutes till game time. Make sure if you are tuning in that you sync up your game clock with my match clock if you feel like it. If not, that's fine too. Whatever. You can be ahead of me, I guess. You'll be probably far ahead of me, but like 6 seconds, 6 to 10 seconds. Yeah. The boys. Oh my God, look how much taller Badiashile is than Cucurella. What a success story, this Newcastle, eh? I mean, okay, let's see what they got here. Shar, Trippier, Joe Linton, of course, making his presence known. Isak as well, Almiron, a warrior, Anthony Gordon, shown time and time again that he is relentless. A lot of character, that boy. Coming from Everton, Mauricio. Did he say 100th Premier League game? Oh, I guess that makes sense, yeah, because he was at Brighton. 100th Premier League game for Sanchez. Yeah. Commentators talking about Cole Palmer being at the center of things, and that's true, including taking the penalties for Chelsea FC. Like, he wasn't getting minutes at Manchester City. Understandably so. Comes to Chelsea, is taking the penalties. And guess what? He's doing a great job. I don't think he's missed one yet. I mean, knock on wood. This probably isn't real wood, but I'm exposing myself. Yeah, Cole Palmer taking the penalties. Big step up. This kid is blossoming. Look, it was unfortunately for City fans, this was obviously the right move for Cole Palmer. He's getting time. He's getting to take penalties, getting goals. Woo. What a move for Cole Palmer. So as far as Newcastle, let's take a look over here. Let's look at their form just for a second. Why not? Yeah, so you know, it's always up in the air with the international break, right? But at the same time, uh, looking at Newcastle's recent form, I mean, the last two games not great, as you could see over here. Well, maybe you can't see because it's cut off, but Bournemouth 2-0. They lost at no, it was at Bournemouth. Yeah, they lost 2-0 away. They lost, didn't they? Or was it at St. James? Was it at St. James? No, at the Vitality Stadium. All right, whatever. That's not the game we're watching. We're watching Chelsea versus Newcastle. So let's go for this. Pull that up. Let's get the. You always look at Chelsea as the away side. Just fixing up this lineup here. If anybody's wondering what I'm doing, I'm producing this show while I'm hosting it. Hosting the stream. I mean, I guess that's what people do, isn't it? But I got all these screens around me. Complaining. All right, so now I got to fix the game clock for y'all. And I'm going to do it. Interesting how between broadcasts, the format of the... Oh, this is an interesting one. The format of the game clock is very different, so I don't know if people notice that. Da, 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 da. And there we go. Gonna be a very colorful game clock. You know what? Maybe I'll cut out the. Get to this game already. Wanna watch? Wanna watch? We'll give up wherever you may be. We are famous CFC carefree. Okay. There we go. There's the game clock. Ay, ay, ay. What a pain. What a pain. Excuse my really bad manners on this stream right now. Let's watch. I gotta fix this. Come on, boys. Come on, Chelsea. Coley. Let's go, RJ. Come on now, RJ. Come on now. Into nothing. It was a good ball. If somebody was there, that would have been a great ball. All right, Badia. Badi. What should we call Badia Shield? Badi. Oh, no. Are you serious? Yeah. You're not going anywhere, bro. Woo! Cuckoo, cuckoo. Cucurella. Or does he? Is it Cucurella? Cucurea. Could be. Ooh, let's go. Oh, he slows that. Come on, Jackson. Nope. I should move that game clock. Kind of a slow start, eh? All right, guys. I gotta say, still, Sanchez, despite the mistakes, despite the drama, he still plays with such confidence. The guy cannot be phased mentally, apparently. What a beast. The way he moves the ball, like, with his feet even, just doesn't care. He's in complete command. Yo, Enzo is so good. Not great. That could have been smoother. Newcastle. Looking good cleaning up. Gave it up. Chelsea good. Cucurella recovering the ball. Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva. Let's go. Let's go. Gotta get myself pumped up for this. Feeling like it's a little edgy right now. A little boxy. And I'm not. Here we go. Opening it up. Gallagher. Yeah, man. How'd they even let him that far? And then he knew what he was intending to do. He was trying to curl it past the keeper on his right. Here we go. Yep. Well, yeah, the technique of it. Just listening here to the commentators talking about how, whatever. I don't know what broadcast stream any of you are watching. I'm here watching the Peacock stream, listening to their commentary. There's a nice Scottish man. I don't know his name, but it ain't Roy Hudson. Not Roy Hudson. Ray Hudson. Yeah. Roy Hodgson is the other man. Gee, man, so many names, so little time. Come on, RJ. Let's go. Come on, boys. Woo! Good job. Come on, let's move. Yeah. It's a very tight affair, man. This is a very quick, played very quickly. Pace on the ball. Almiron, been a great warrior for the club. He's been there for a while now, hasn't he? How long has Almiron been there? I keep messing this up. All right. Let's look up his player profile. 29 years old, from Paraguay. And yeah, that's match stats. Uh-oh. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, he's been at Newcastle for 4 years now. Going on 5 years. 70 appearances. Sorry, 182 appearances. 29 goals. It's pretty darn good, isn't it? Pretty good return for that guy. So before they started just unleashing and revamping the entire club, Almiron was there. Almiron was there. What's that called? Very well defended, because Badia Shield's not in there. Sorry. Disasi's not there to ruin everything. RJ, look at RJ body him. Get that knee in there. You gotta. Woo! No! This is problems. Breathe. Get this one back, boys. How did that happen? Yeah, but okay. He played him on. Yeah. Who's out there on the? Yeah. He was trying to mark whoever that was out on Newcastle's right wing. Not gonna make excuses for him. Is that his fault? Like, that's a good question. Is that Cucurella's fault? I wonder. And that's going to be the question that I'm going to pose here. Is that Cucurella's fault? Overlay. Text. Let's go. How do you... This is what we're going with. There we go. There's the question. I wonder, whose fault was that last goal? We're going to put that underneath. How does that? Maybe we put that right underneath. There we go. There we go. Trying new things. Man, Chelsea really pinned in here. Good ball. Not a good start for Chelsea, ladies and gents. No no surprise that's my reflection here. We're down a goal, boys. We're down a freaking goal, boys. And we're penned in. Who is this 12-year-old playing? Miley. Jeez. How old is this kid? How old is this kid? Well, he's going to blow up. 17? She 17-year-old, debut in the Premier League, assist already. Damn. Let's go. Let's go. Man, we haven't really seen a little bit from Sterling and the boys in front, but it's been a minute, hasn't it? Feels like forever since anything got going for Chelsea. Maybe that's just the trauma of witnessing us giving up a goal there. Yeah, no. Okay. I mean, Ugo Chukwu. I don't know if I'll ever get that name right. Ugo Chukwu. I wish somebody would tell me how to pronounce it too, because that doesn't sound like, the native way of pronouncing it. But Ugo Chukwu. Let's just say it that way. Come on. Ay, ay, ay. Come on, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea. Enzo. Kukureya. To Sterling. Gives it up. Trippier gets it off him. What is going on with all these blonde boys in the midfield at Newcastle? Well, they all just get a tub and go in. I guess it's really just two guys, but it seems like it was coordinated. There we go. RJ standing up strong. Uh-oh. Poor Gordon. Hopefully it'll be okay. Who doesn't love a Scottish accent? Seriously, it's hilarious. Maybe hilarious is the wrong word, but who doesn't love a Scottish accent? When you can understand them, it's hilarious, and when you can't understand them, it's even more hilarious. Swear, I was in Glasgow, and people would stop me on the street, and just, I honestly, they were so friendly sometimes. Not to say that everybody was friendly there, but I've had people stop me in the street just to start a conversation, and maybe it was the booze talking. But sometimes there was one guy in particular that was slightly inebriated, and I say slightly conservatively. Um, I could not understand a word this guy was saying. He never asked me for money. I thought he was going to ask me for money, and he just goes off on a story and asks me where I'm going and what I'm doing there, and I'm like, why is this happening right now? Why is this drunk man just? He looked perfectly fine. He didn't look like that ratty. Talking to me on the streets of Glasgow, um, and never asked me for money. And not that I understood much of what he was saying. Maybe he did ask me for money at some point. I just couldn't understand him. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Sterling. That's the right pass. That was the right pass right there. Okay. This is a good position. He should have passed it to Cole Palmer there. It looked like there was a moment that it really opened up to Cole Palmer, and he was looking over. He just didn't. Yeah. I know the feeling when you just feel like it's not going to come off, but I guess when you're in the zone, and yeah, there was a defender there blocking the lane off it. The pass would have had to be perfect, and so I guess you could say, especially if this goes in, that it was the right choice. But there was a pass there, and maybe it would have just taken somebody with supreme confidence in pulling it off to take that option. But Sterling didn't have it. He does seem to be more comfortable just taking the ball in on his feet. Well, I mean, not that he isn't a great passer of the ball, but there you go. There's the limit. If that was a Messi, Messi might have scored it himself too. But an Iniesta, maybe he could have made that pass happen. And Cole Palmer would have been in. Here we go. Here we go. Who's taking it? What's going on here? Oh! Woo! Pow, 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 pow. What the heck was that? Let's go. Let's go. Is Pochettino suspended or something? He looks like he's in the bleachers. He looks like he's in the nosebleeds. Ooh. Woo. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Hey there, boys. Yes. 1-1, 1-1. That's what we do. What a game we have now. There we go. That's it. That's what we needed, boys. Oh, two? No. Newcastle doesn't have 2 goals. My mistake. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. No, Thiago Silva will not laugh at himself. He's like, that's not funny, bro. Moving on. Moving on. Yeah, to be fair, he's got to be focused. He doesn't care. 0 Fs given by Thiago Silva, that's for sure. Ooh. Oh, boy. That's my boy. Best center back ever, Thiago Silva. I mean, I've said it before, and it's going to be tough for Chelsea fans maybe to take. JT, maybe best Chelsea center back ever. Oh, wow. Woo! Wow. I missed it. I missed it. Oy. Oi. Wow. We got off lucky. Oh, man. Whee! Oh, my gosh. What's the new question? We need a new question here. Let's see what the new question is. What's I'll think about it here. Woo! Joe Linton. Wow, what a miss by Joe Linton, eh? This guy. Who this? Who this? Guimaraes. 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 Nice. Yeah. Very well done by Chelsea. Cole Palmer. Pocket picked by the big boys. That's okay, buddy. He's always back in. He doesn't give up. Coley. Come on, Cole. All right, now we're down. We're back in Chelsea final third here. It's happening. Ugo Chukwu, what you going to do, buddy? Come on, guys. This is just bad ball. Bad ball. Stay strong. All right, RJ. Nobody gets past RJ. Nobody gets past RJ. I don't know what. That was like so many accents in one. Just like one after the other. That was pretty bad. No! Oh, come on. No, just defend, Enzo! No, there's nobody helping him. No, now nobody's on the ball. See, that was bad communication over there between Gallagher and RJ. Come on, boys. You're better than that. Up. Is that not a handball? It looked clear as day. Jeez. What's going on here, man? Yes. Even that little touch. Thank you, Cole. What a player. So happy to have him. That is for sure. Almiron. Guimaraes? Yeah, that was Guimaraes. Good. Cucurella. Damn, man. Can't get out Chelsea now, eh? Can they? Seem to be penned in. Let's see. Who scores next? That's I had a question. There's the question. Putting it out there. Anybody in the live stream? Will it be Newcastle? Will it be Chelsea? Who scores next? 1-1. Right now, obviously it's looking like Newcastle, but anything can happen. I think I can actually run polls, can't I? Oh yeah. Start a poll. Newcastle. Chelsea. Who scores next? Who scores next? There's a poll. Nobody's gonna respond. There's like 2 people in here. Oh, we have a Newcastler. We have a Newcastler. Oh! Oh, man. Woo! Will Enzo ever score those? That's another question. That's a good question. Will he ever score those? We may never know. I don't know. When was the last time he scored? Whoever's here, Newcastle, eh? Who knew that the Newcastle fans would stop by? But you know what? As I said in the description, you are welcome. Ah! Yeah. Man. Woo. That one now. Come on. All right, here's one. Okay, there. That's cool. I like these polls. A Q&A or a poll. I'm going to have to explore some of these things. Fun stuff. Now. Celes. Linton. Guimaraes. 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 Oh, I didn't do that poll. Jolinton. Ugh. The snot. I mean, I get it. I get it. What are you going to do? Stop the game and grab a tissue? No, but the snotting on the ground is just like, I mean, like I say, I don't think there's any other way to go about it when you're on the pitch for that amount of time, but it's just a very unfortunate, necessary, apparently, behavior for players to just be snotting all over the ground constantly. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Uh, yeah, it definitely, they're starting to develop a bit of a rapport here. Like Cole Palmer, Sterling, Nicholas Jackson, a little bit of Conor Gallagher. They're starting to develop a bit of cohesion, a bit of an understanding. It was pretty embarrassing against Tottenham, I gotta say, where Tottenham were able to play such a high line and just have their keeper come up and sweep, you know, 20 yards outside of the 18-yard box or whatever it was. It was a lot, and it was pretty embarrassing for us because as Chelsea supporters, the team really just needed to time a pass repeatedly past that very, very high line and into the space between the keeper and the high line. And there was so much space there against 9 men. And it was just so pathetic that Chelsea couldn't do it. It was incredibly pathetic that Chelsea. Here we go. Gallagher. Corner! No! Come on, bro. Man. God damn, that was it. But as I was saying, it was very embarrassing. It was quite embarrassing that the team couldn't time a single pass against Tottenham for like whatever it was, like 40 total, maybe 45 minutes uh against 9 men. I mean, eventually it happened, right? And the scoreline favored Chelsea a lot. It was 4-1, but it didn't tell the story of the game at all. All those goals came at the very end. They were welcome. Of course they were welcome. But it was pretty embarrassing that we could not time a pass for large swaths of that game against 9 men. Now, you're seeing over here, it seemed that Manchester City game was a little bit of a pivot for the Chelsea to pivot upwards, because now we're starting to see a little bit of cohesion in the final third between Sterling, Palmer, Nicholas Jackson, and Conor Gallagher over here. It's starting to come together. Unfortunately for Mudryk, he's not in that mix. Unfortunately for a few of the wingers that just, not that there's a ton to choose from here, but like Madueke even, it just never came to. It seems that it's settling into this situation. Cole Palmer, Sterling, Nicholas Jackson, and then Conor Gallagher coming in, arriving late, getting in the mix. That's what's happening. Oh wow, RJ. I mean, that's of course probably going to change the moment that Nkunku's back. It's the case right now, but when Nkunku comes back, things change. And to be fair, like January is right around the window, and you got to expect that Chelsea are going to do something. They were talking about Aussie Men. Aussie Men was just on the John Obi Mikel podcast. If you're not familiar with John Obi Mikel, he was a stalwart midfielder for Chelsea for, I think he said he was at Chelsea for 11 years total. He came as a boy, like 18 years old, and eventually won the Champions League in 2012 with John Terry, Frank Lampard, the boys. Some Bosingwa, David Luiz, Ryan Bertrand, but these are names that are names of the Chelsea of the past now, recent past. But yeah, so who knows? Might see Osimhen in January. Probably going to see a striker in January. I mean, if you're the Chelsea administration and don't think that a striker is necessary, you probably should lose your job. We need one. Yeah. For competition, I mean, look at Nicholas Jackson. What kind of a young man, 21, 22 years old, do you put in as a starting striker at Chelsea, not ready for it, and not have anybody to compete for pace? I mean, Broja is supposed to be the guy right now because there's nobody else, right? He's like the most senior striker after Nico. And that's just not enough. So January has to happen. Something needs to happen there. Probably going to happen. I mean, again, it is the January window. Do you force something that just becomes a problem later on? Because then you have this guy who's unhappy, he was not really the right guy. It was just the guy that we could get. Questions, considerations to be made. Ugh. Not great from Buddy Ashiel. No. Good. Made up for his mistake. Here's Enzo, who should be the one on the ball back there. It's basically him or Thiago Silva. I don't really want anybody else on the ball, like for longer than it takes to get it to Enzo or Thiago Silva. Here we go. Ah, come on. All right, here's Gordon. This is trouble back here. Oh gosh. This is exactly what they want, man. Really? Ugo Chukwu. Yeah, he grabs him. He doesn't want him going past him. Of course. And of course Gordon's going to go down. Why was he grabbing his legs? Wasn't it an arm? Was he just grabbing his he probably put a leg out too. He probably put a foot in. Oh my god, dude. Trippier is so dangerous on these set pieces, man. It's a little far. Is it? Ay. This is scary. Trippier is one of the best free kick takers in the world. Really. He's got to be top 10. He could arguably be top 10, right? Little far. It's a little far. It's going to be Trippier. He's not. It's going to be Trippier. Woo! Oh. Did he save it? Was it? No. I don't even think he got to it. Yeah. It wasn't on target. Is there a tip? No. Ooh. Is he beat? No, I feel like he had it too. Sanchez is a really good keeper. Very strong hand. Let's go. It's always Gallagher. Putting that foot in. Chippy chip. You need that, man. That extra pressure on the ball is just, it changes the game for everybody around him. Makes it a lot easier. And everybody knows pressure changes the way the player reacts. Conor Gallagher was great in the press. Look at this. And they give up the ball. Good pressure from Chelsea. Good pressure in the end, eh? No, this is too much space. Dude, you gotta... For me, Ugo Chukwu's got to close Joe Linton down faster there. He is not quick enough. There to get in front of Joe Linton. Joe Linton could have taken that better. Could have stepped in. does not. Hitting the bar does not count for on target, as the commentator said, and as I had just mentioned moments before. Enzo. Very nice. Very nice. Come on, Sterling. I mean, that's not, fair play to Sterling. That's what he's there for. He's there to take players on and in a high risk manner, high risk of losing the ball, I guess. But usually he's better than he is today. Usually he doesn't lose the ball that much. Sterling's, yeah. I guess that leads me to the next point, which is Sterling's game has not been the greatest today, has it? Let's do a poll for that. Ooh. Gonna be a yellow card for Joe Linton. This ref likes his yellow cards, isn't it? Good work from Chelsea there. They needed to get those touches in, and they hustled Thiago Silva and RJ. That was something, eh? Did he grab him by the face? Was it not very clear? Because it seemed like he grabbed him by the face. Look at Eddie Howe. Checking it. Who's his right-hand man there? Let's see. Eddie Howe, assistant manager. Jason Tyndall. No. Okay, good. Very good, Betty O'Sheil. Yeah, that's Jason Tyndall. There he is. That's it? That's that, eh? Okay. Yeah. All right. So I guess that's that. And gonna have halftime break. And we'll be back hopefully about 5 minutes before the game starts. Guys, see you in a bit. Yep. Peace out. See you in a bit. Come back. is back. I am back. I know you were just waiting with bated breath. Waiting, waiting. And now we're back. So let's just get back into it, okay? It's 1-1 at halftime. Tried to make a bet, actually, to bet on my boys, but for some reason, the betting program I use does not allow me to make a bet at halftime. This is weird. But anyway, yeah, I just figured I'd spice it up a little bit extra on the stream by putting my own stake in it. So there's that. But maybe in a bit. As of now, it's been, both teams have had their moments. You could definitely say, I could see you argue that Newcastle had more moments, but it is 1-1, is it not? So there's that. And yeah, let's see if Chelsea can turn that around. I mean, if Chelsea won it, you wouldn't say it was unfair. Obviously, I think right now a draw is just about fair. But if one of them won it, you'd be like, okay, they stepped it up and they won it, unless it was obviously a own goal or something weird. But yeah, it's about even. You can say it's about even, and you could probably say with a little bit of the edge to Newcastle, but Chelsea looked threatening at times. I mean, how it opened up for them, for how it opened up for Isak on that goal. That was just, you have to say, bad, probably poor communication and bad defending. I don't know. I actually had a poll up earlier that was, do you think that goal was Kukureya's fault? Just call him Kukureya now, because I'm guessing that's how you do it. One of the commentators did it. Not that they always pronounce things correctly. But, yeah, was it Kukureya's fault? Was it somebody else's fault? There's almost always a divided amount of culpability on goals, isn't there? Even if it is like you kind of want to say, okay, it's like 90% this guy's fault. Maybe it's 90% Kukureya's fault and 10% bad communication with everybody else in the back line and something, But here we go. We've started 1-1. Ooh, nice interception. Oh, what is going on with the face touching? Is this real? Oh, wow. This is the second yellow card for face caressing, let's call it. Face fondling. Face fondling seems to be a thing in this game. Joe Linton was the first one. This looks like Lascelles, was it? Yep. Jackson's like, what the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing, bro? He's saying it was a red? What is he trying to argue it was a red? Can we see that again? There's my game clock. Ooh. Good. I like to see the hand signals and the yelling and the talking. if it's not happening, something's up. Especially at this stage of development. For the Chelsea team. Okay. He wears Bruno. Yeah, okay. He wears Bruno, not Guimaraes on his back. Really? I thought Newcastle were past this. I mean, Chelsea should probably be doing that. Except Chelsea's gonna just pass it short. Okay. Newcastle getting their foothold back, it looks like. Chelsea sort of not seeming to keep the ball, and Newcastle seemed to keep the ball and keep passing the ball and be on the same page with each other. Chelsea, it takes a little bit of greasing, apparently. Is that going to be a foul? No, it's not going to be a foul. Ooh, is that going to? Nope. Get up from the referee. Interesting. Here we go. Newcastle with Joe Linton on the wing. Man, he's powerful, dude. He's quick and powerful. But Reece James is also a savage. That's a really good duel right there. Reece James and Joe Linton. Joe Linton's like taller, probably. But Reece James is a brick S house. That's an American saying. But he is just so built wide. Anyway, keep an eye on that one. That's a good ball. Man, that was whipped in. That was Trippier, right? Damn. Sanchez just pushing Guimaraes. Yeah, I don't know if Enzo marking him is the best. Great. No! Better get there. Is it another corner? Why did he go down? Okay, relax, Trippier. Was he trying to? I mean, he did go down. But did he get touched at all? I mean, good defending. Good defending. Oh, yeah. Man, Chelsea cannot put anything together right now, can they? Jeez. It's Cole. Badiashile. Enzo. That's exactly where it needs to go. He's so good. Nicholas Jackson. Cucurella, that's good. Very good passing, actually. Kept the momentum going. Let's go, Sterling. You got to do it here, bro. That's another where Sterling has let us down today. So far, not his best game. He wants that checked, eh? Who has faith that was an actual penalty? I wonder if they'll still check it. Like, it's lasted. This has been a long time since the foul happened, but the ball hasn't gone out. So, are they going to check that still? That's a good question. I don't know the answer to that. Let's see it. This will be interesting. Do they check it? Okay, ball's out. Do they check it? He was calling for it to be checked. Maybe they've been checking it. Okay, no. Well, they're reviewing it here. Who was? No. They checked it. Okay. So, there you go. They do check. If you have like a minute between the foul and the ball going out. That's very good. Let's go. Let's go. This is it. Come on. No. Oh, come on. Yes. Let's go. Come on. We should have had that. God damn. Newcastle looking good today, though. You have to say generally looking good. That was bad. That was them not looking good. But I admire the project. I certainly do. Man, they've done well. Can they change recent form from before the international break? Can they get a win or a draw? Oh, let's see if they'll allow me to bet now. Yeah, they do. It's only on the halftime. Okay. Why does Chelsea still have better odds of winning? That's what I want to understand. Why is Chelsea on FanDuel plus 190 and to win, and Newcastle is plus 250 to win? That's interesting, isn't it? Annoying. Okay. That's in. Come on, boys. Yeah, they're talking about Trippier now. The commentators are on my broadcast, and shows the value of having a player like Trippier or to be fair, even better, James Ward-Prowse. Although Trippier with the whipping the balls in, maybe, I don't know. Both amazing, and maybe Ward-Prowse is the best at scoring from free kicks. That's my opinion. Ooh. Cucurella read it. Yes. Look at him run on the ground. Oop. Very well done, Chelsea. Very well done, Chelsea. Very good. But yeah, the value of having a player like Trippier is so high. So high. Especially if you're a team in the bottom half of the table, really, actually. Not that Newcastle is, but if you rely on set pieces a lot, then doesn't it make a big difference if your set piece taker is one of the best in the world? I would think so. Pretty big difference. Darn, it's cold. I'm going to have to wear a sweater. There we go. And we're good. Good. Oh, that makes sense. They were talking about, a buddy of mine asked, why isn't Caicedo in the lineup? And that is a good question. Why go with Ugo Chukwu over Caicedo? Well, apparently Caicedo was the last man back from international break. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, maybe put him on, actually. That could make a big difference. He has been showing a little bit of his attacking side lately. Caicedo has. What was there? Wonder what kind of changes people at Newcastle or Newcastle fans would want, and what kind of changes Chelsea fans would want. I think that Caicedo for Ugo Chukwu has got to be probably the number one change. That's bad. That's my sad face. That's my inner death face. Who put that ball in? Gordon. No chance, the keeper. Not a chance. That was the perfect header. Power. Placement. Well, now I'm going to have to change the text of this. Three. Great. This is great. This is really awesome. Oh my. Just watching it again. This is terrible. for Chelsea fans. Me being one of them. No. Yeah. Wow. All right, so what changes do Chelsea make? What changes? I mean, you got to have some big, like, what kind of a manager after 3-1 like this doesn't make any changes? Does that make sense? No changes? I mean, we needed a change a lot earlier on. I mean, it's easy to say that in retrospect, but we did. It was leaning Newcastle, and it just kept leaning Newcastle. And is he suspended? I am just out of the loop on this, apparently. Let's find out. Yeah, okay. He's suspended from this game. Still time for Chelsea to recover, but it's going to take something special. Okay, that's true. It is going to take something very special. I don't know. When was the last time we saw something special from Chelsea? This is going to do that special? Look at this. Are you kidding me? So is this just a commiseration stream now? Is that what happens? Okay. This is... Ooh, okay. This is something that could end up positive for Chelsea here. Reece James over it. Reece James, also a potential to deliver a banger here. So there's that. Come on, Reece. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, gosh. Okay. The dogs are screaming. This is not necessarily... I'm going to lower the... What the hell? That's who's coming on. That's who's gonna save the day here. Oh boy, Broya and Mudrick, was it? Getting ready? And Caicedo. And Caicedo. Please excuse me for a second. Oh my god. Yeah. And I'm back. Hopefully the dogs will be less insane. Okay. Broya with the ball. It's going to save the day. Here we go. Reece James. Broya. Reece James. Caicedo. Sterling. And it's a nothing burger. Yes, of course. There was nothing there. Amazing. Things are looking up for Chelsea. Good day at the office for Eddie Howe. Everybody's smiling. Please excuse the wild animals in the background. Is that Roy Keane in the back there? Sure looked like him. Oh boy, RJ. That's going to be a yellow for RJ. He's already yellow carded. No, are you kidding me? No. That was so freaking stupid. Come on, man. For what? For what? Wow. This is so unlike Reese James here. Really, really poor judgment. And now this match is everything but over. Good job, Silva. Wow. Yeah. The game is gone now for Chelsea. That's accurate. I was hoping, I have a buddy who really needs to get back into some Chelsea. Big fan. Fell out lately, as a lot of fans have. You have to say. A lot have. Myself included at times in the recent past. But I was hoping that Chelsea today would put in a performance that would inspire a comeback for him, would inspire a return to the Chelsea fold, and the narrative and everything that goes along with it. And that's something that we could share. But this is just not meeting those expectations. Or, yeah, to put it mildly. Oh boy. Newcastle, though, you have to say, took advantage of the scraps, made things happen themselves, and continue to be in a flow state here. These guys are flowing on Chelsea right now, all over Chelsea. The flow, it's like a waterfall, and Chelsea is at the bottom of it. And here are Newcastle just flow. They're flowing all over the place. Everybody's flowing in the wind. And Chelsea is the end of, not wind, but water in the waterfall. And Chelsea is down here just getting hit in the face. On the pitch, getting hit in the face, literally. And then down here, getting hit in the face by Newcastle's flow. Up. And there's another. Okay, so apparently Kukurea has 4 yellow cards so far this season, and this, if he would have gotten a yellow card there, which he'll probably get before the end of this game, let's be real here, that's the 77th minute, and he doesn't have a yellow card, and we're down to 10 men. Chelsea, that is. Good defending. Who is going to score goals here, man? Ugh, this is such a bad day for Chelsea. You can't say that even though they gave up goals for mistakes, and mistakes can be like aberrations from the performance, but while it started about even, and again with a lean towards Newcastle being slightly better, it's ending with Newcastle flowing on Chelsea and Chelsea having not a hope or prayer in this because there's nobody here. There is nobody here on the pitch that can actually change this game. It's pretty pathetic when you look at it on paper right now. Who can come in? Who did come in? Who's who's supposed to be the answer to, like, there are questions right now for Chelsea to answer, right? Lots of questions here. Too many questions that, so many questions that most people would think, okay, they're not going to really answer these. But if it was Liverpool, I mean, you feel like they might be able to do something. But it isn't Liverpool. It's Chelsea right now. And the answer to some of those questions was submitted by Pochettino. And the answer to aforementioned questions was Mudryk, Broya, and Caicedo to change this. That was the answer. And that was probably the best choices, best options for the answer. There was Matos, there was Madueke, Disasi, Matson, or, a keeper change. That's who was available. And so what are Chelsea fans supposed to grab onto here? What sort of positive things can we come out of this game with? Not much here. Get involved. Let's see. If Chelsea does anything at all here, scores a goal, scores 2 goals, heaven forbid, they don't look like it at all, do they? I think this is the first little bit of possession Chelsea have had. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, it's thank you for drilling the point home, Daniel, because it is not very bearable right now. There's not really much positive to glean from this performance, and there's almost no hope that they're going to do a darn thing right now. I was just talking about there are questions being asked here, and our answers are Broya and Mudrick. That's Pochettino's answer from the stands. And there's number 4. Wow. They're just flowing all over our faces right now. Look at this guy with the this guy in the stands with the hat. Losing his mind. They're just dumping on us now. Call a spade a spade. Wow. Really nice from Anthony Gordon. He's earning his wage. That's for sure. Look at that. Damn. He's flowing. They're just flowing on us. Don't do the heart, okay? Don't do the frickin' heart. Nobody wants to see the heart, okay? Does anybody like the heart? A lot of people do the heart. A lot of people do the heart. I don't like it. The hell is with the heart? But everybody does it. I don't feel like anybody actually likes it, though. Job done. What the hell are you doing, boys? Oh, I still have this at 3-1. I can't change the text fast enough here. Newcastle just keep dumping. Dumping. Should we poll to see if Pochettino is still in his job tomorrow? It can't be that bad. I'm not putting up a Pochettino in out poll, that's for sure. No. That's just craziness. Yo, this referee is the Mr. Clean of referees, that's for sure. He is glistening in the sun. Oh, have we gotten dumped on like this recently? Can't think even though we haven't played well, I don't think we've gotten dumped on that bad. This is awful. Oh, Noni Madueke. All right, let's see him do something. Come on, boy. Come on, son. Give us something to clap about. Oh, boy. Well, Yeah. This commentator is saying it was a fairly even first half. It was we say fairly even because I think people would agree that it was probably leaning Newcastle even first half. But it was fairly even. And the second half started more Newcastle and more and more and more Newcastle arrived, and it just ended in red card for Chelsea. Even before that, complete flow state for Newcastle and panic mode for Chelsea, and mistakes from people that don't make mistakes like Thiago Silva. And bad vibes. What can I say? Really bad. And then Newcastle just began the dump and just started dumping all over the Chelsea players, left and right, especially Anthony Gordon. Anthony Gordon enjoyed his loads of dump, and 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 it continues apparently. So we're in dump city, and Chelsea just want to go home right now. And Newcastle want to continue to unload. Look at them. Thought they were giving Chelsea a little reprieve. Oh, we don't want to dump on you anymore. We're gonna just play keep away. Mm. Chelsea are ready for this game to be over. They don't even want to get any consolation goals, do they? What was that, dude? That is just completely given up. Hopefully, this is a small number. Hopefully, this stoppage time is a very small number. Wow. Pretty bad here. $5 minutes of torture for Chelsea players and Chelsea fans. Let's take a look at the table here. We've got Newcastle moving into 6th. This is the live table, yep, because it's the 13th round. Chelsea down to 10th. Yeah. Chelsea now would be 10 points off of top 4, and those the 4th and 5th place, Tottenham and Aston Villa respectively, being with having games in hand. So 10 points plus games in hand, a game in hand. Not very. Ooh. Richie with a yellow card. Now Mudrik's just like, I mean, Chelsea players are getting frustrated, obviously. Get that. They're just flowing. And it's tough to play when your side is not flowing. Flow state. They're bringing on their academy players. Sad state of affairs. We're going to have, I feel like Pochettino doesn't really crack and start. He never gets negative reflecting in post-match pressers. Hopefully, I don't know why I want to see this. I want to see him say that this was a crap second half and it all fell apart. I want him to be honest about it. So annoying. And I want him to say, I don't have the firepower. Because that's obviously true as well. I'm just going to show the table. I don't even want to show the lineup anymore. Disgusts me. Absolutely disgusts me. I can't believe that Chelsea players think this is good enough. This second half is, like, result notwithstanding. That was nice by Noni, I gotta say. Forget about the result. Like, the result is not because they don't look good. Like, Thiago Silva gave at least one away, right? And I can't even remember. Like, it's all a blur now to me. This game has been such a horror show. Second half, anyway. Yeah, this is going to be a quick stream end here. I foresee it now. Nothing to talk about, really. There's just nothing to talk about. I mean, maybe it's the blinding rage, the blinding disappointment that makes me feel that there's nothing to talk about. And later on, we're going to look at it. And I'm going to talk about it, probably. We just started, we lost it by the second half. That was it. When we started that second half, we were not starting to step it up. We were still coasting, and Newcastle hit the gas. And then the dump city began. Come on, Mudrick. Come on. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? That sums it up, doesn't it? Well, that's that. That's about all I can stand. So we're going to have to say goodbye on that one. I'm going to say thanks for stopping by and appreciate y'all very much. And we'll see you on the next stream. How does that sound? We'll have to do it that way. Till then, peace.
Soccer? But it's really called football. Soccer?
The creators called it football.
Soccer?
You know, you play it with your feet.
Reading between the headlines. Soccer? But it's really called football.